nature of roots of quadratic equations for students of class 10. Dear students, we have already learned about quadratic formula and how to solve quadratic equations by splitting the middle term and also by uh, comparing or completing the square. So today let's learn about the nature of roots and from the quadratic formula how can we find the nature of roots. So you have already learnt about quadratic formula, and in quadratic formula if the equation is x square plus ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, then we have x equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. This is your quadratic formula that you have learned earlier. Now this can be written as minus b plus or minus square root of d by 2a. So what is d here? D is called discriminant. Okay, this is called discriminant. Right? Now, what is the importance of D here? Let's discuss about the importance of D. Actually, D is very important in finding the nature of roots that we are going to discuss today. We know that D equal to B square minus 4AC. From this value, we can know the nature of roots. If D is greater than 0, then the equation will have two distinct real roots. Okay. If D equals to 0, the equations will have two equal real roots, and if D is less than 0, we have no real root. Okay, so equations will have no real roots. So these are the three conditions by which we can know the nature of root. And D may be greater than 0, D may be equal to 0, and D may be less than 0. I think there is no other condition that can be applied here. So from these three, in the first two cases, we have real roots. In the first case, we have distinct real roots, and in the second case, we have equal roots. And in the third case, we found that there is no real root. Let's go for one example. Find the nature of root. Suppose the equation is x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. Then here what is D? We just need to find the value of D only. We do not need the value of x here because we want only nature of root. Just find the value of D and you can find the nature of roots. So what is D here? D equal to B square minus 4AC. So B square means minus 5 square minus 4 into A means 1 here and C is 6. That is equal to 25 minus 24, that is equal to 1. Here D is greater than 0. Therefore, roots will be real and distinct. In this case, we shall have two real and distinct roots. And if we go for finding the roots also, then you have already learnt that we had taken this example earlier also when we were discussing about splitting the middle term method, and in that we had found that the roots of this equation was 2 and 3. Okay, so we had got the equations two roots as 2 and 3. That means they are distinct and real roots, right? Now let's take another example. Suppose the equation is x square plus 6x minus 13 equal to 0. Then plus 13 equal to 0. Then what is the nature of root here? Now here D equal to B square minus 4AC, we know the formula, and B is 6 here, so 6 square minus 4 into 1 into 13, and that is equal to 6 square is 36 and 4 into 13, that is 42. So we have a value here is minus 6. Okay. Okay, this is 52. So minus 16. So here we have value of D as less than 0, and that shows that the roots will be non-real. That means there is no real root. Here we shall not find any real root for this equation. Okay. Now let's take another example. Suppose we have x square minus 6x plus 9 equal to 0. In this equation, we have D equal to the value of D here is B square minus 4AC, that is equal to B square is 6 minus 6 square minus 4 into 1 into 9, that is equal to 36 minus 36 equals 0. So here D equal to 0. That means we shall get two equal real roots. So roots will be real and equal. Okay. Here if you go for finding the roots also, you see this is the square of x minus 3. If you go for solving it, you will find that this is equal to x square minus 2 into 3 into x plus 3 square. That gives you x minus 3 whole square equal to 0, implies that x minus 3 equal to 0 and x equal to 3. So you are getting x equal to 3. That means only one root. That instead of telling it only one root, we say it two equal roots, because we know in quadratic equation we have two roots. So we just say it, we can say that it has two equal roots. Okay. So I think you have learned how to find the nature of roots. So thank you. We shall meet